everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Holly and today's video I wanted to talk through some ideas of what I am planning to make in 2022. Now these are things that I kind of want in my mind now that I want to achieve in 2022. I know like projects will probably come up and things that might get in the way and stuff, but these are things that I really want to achieve in 2022 and I've got ideas now to try and make it happen. If you like these type of videos, please remember to like and subscribe. So let's get into it. Now the first one, I've got my sketch to kind of help you have an idea. Now I really want to make another gown for my graduate collection because I graduated my fashion degree in the middle of the COVID. We didn't, like, just through the first lockdown, we couldn't get fabrics, everything was crazy, so not all my graduate collection got made, which normally it would have done. So I kind of still got those gowns on my head that I kind of want to finish. Like in the background, that's one of my gowns that I made, and recently I made another one over on my Instagram, which is actually sitting right next to me here, so I thought I'd just share. It's this gown, it's like a lace draped around the neck and it's got this lovely lace. So that was another one that I had made. I made that a couple of months ago and I kind of got this other gown on my mind that I want to do as well. So I think I'll just quickly show you the sketch. So this is a draped gown. So this will have a nice flowy kind of cape, and this is the front, this is the back. So it's kind of cape style. It runs around to the back, half the front, and then underneath is like a mini dress with a belt. Yeah, so now this originally was going to be in crepe fabric and it was going to be like a white, but now I'm not too sure of what colour it's going to be. I kind of like lace, but I've just made that other dress in lace. I'm not too sure. Like this one had some lace detail under here, which was really fancy and really lovely. So I'm not too sure if I'm going to tie in or go for another crepe. I need to find some fabric for it, but I really want to make this. I've got the pattern, I made the toile and everything at uni, but it never got made. So that is my first make that I want to make, definitely. I think it's going to be in a couple of weeks. If I can find the fabric, I'll get sewing. Now the next few makes that I want to make, I looked in my wardrobe and I thought, what am I missing? And I'm actually missing some skirts. I've got long skirts, I've got summer skirts, but not anything, you know, kind of autumn, winter, spring skirt, which you could wear with tights, not with tights, with leggings, not with leggings, that type of thing. I just literally want to make a mini skirt with a waistband and a real just fitted skirt with probably an invisible zipper at the back or the side, depending on my fabrics, which I'll show you. And I've got my fabrics ready now. These are from my stash. I've had them for a while. I'm not too sure where the denims come from. It's just there. But the floral I've had for a while. I've had it for a good few years and I haven't made anything with it. And because it's about, I'll show you. Let's not talk about it. Let me show you. Here it is. I've got a floral cotton and it's this lovely black backed floral orangey print. So it can easily work in the winter or the summer because you've got the black, so I could always wear black tights with black leggings and it will kind of work. And I've got, what stopped me, I've only got about a metre and a half. It's quite wide though, it's quite wide. Must be a good 130 wide maybe. So I always thought I'd make a dress out of it, but I haven't got one that is going to work with this small amount of fabric. So I'm thinking mini skirt out of this. I think it'll be lovely. I can just interface the waistband, make it a bit more structured to, you know, because this is quite, it's not a thin cotton. It's like thin, but it's got weight to it. I don't know. So I want to make that and I think that would be lovely. Now, if I've got anything left over, I maybe could make a little matching crop top maybe. I don't know. I'll have to see how much I've got left over and how the print is. I think I'd have to put the invisible zipper down a side seam because I really wouldn't want to break that print up having the zipper at the back. So I'm thinking side seam zipper, really simple, but it'll be really worn in my wardrobe, I think, so it's kind of missing it. I literally haven't got any skirts or short skirts. So yeah, that's my first fabric that I want to make a skirt with. And then also I was talking about the denim that I just found. And I've got this, it's quite thick. I don't know what they've been making out of it, I don't know. But it's a thick, dark blue denim with a really nice white weave for it. I think it's, oh there you go, that's a bit better. So it's a proper denim, it hasn't got any stretch. So I need to maybe make the pattern a little bit bigger so it's got some movement in it for when I eat and move. Yeah, I think that'd be a really lovely denim skirt. With this fabric I could put the invisible zipper up the back if I wanted to in the centre back, because the pattern that I'm going to use is already a self-drafted one. It was for my vintage fabric skirt, which I will leave linked here if you haven't seen that video, or it might be coming, not too sure. It's just a pencil skirt, so I can just cut it off, and in that fabric I put the zipper up the back for being photographed and like for the campaign more than anything. So yeah, so I think that pattern will still work well with the denim, and I think it'd be really lovely to have a denim skirt, because again I haven't got a denim skirt. I had one but not anymore. So yeah, that's the second fabric that I want to make a skirt out of. Now if you saw my fabric haul video that went up a couple of weeks ago, you probably would have seen I have this lovely cherry red satin silk fabric. It's got a little bit of stretch, so it'd be really lovely to wear. So I've got this fabric that I really want to make a dress out of. I just need to get round to doing it. I need to buy a satin fabric, like a cheaper satin fabric to toile, because I don't really want to just cut into this lovely fabric and hope for the best, because it was quite expensive. It was like £20 a metre, which is expensive but not for the quality of silk, 100% silk fabric. So I just want to make sure that the pattern works perfectly before I cut into this. So I need to get that first. But what I'm thinking is like a slip dress, something really lovely that again can be worn, this colour can be worn in the summer on its own with sandals, and also in the winter with high boots. So I really want to make stuff that I'm going to be wearing all year round and love. So here's my design sketch. So this is obviously the front, this is the back. I wanted a slight V because that's quite flattering on me, with a thicker strap so I can wear a bra underneath. These sort of dresses tend to have really thin little straps and I don't really like them as much. And then it'll be kind of like fitted. I've drawn it to the floor here, but I don't want it to the floor. I don't know why I've drawn a gown, but I want it sort of mid-length here, and then it's going to have a slit up the side, up the front here. So to be able to get a nice finish on this slit, I've added a seam that will run from the side seam down the front and then will split out. And the back is just a simple dress like this, really, one piece down the back, some straps. Depending on how fitted it is, I might have to put a side seam invisible zipper in, but I'd rather not. But it doesn't, I don't know, we'll see. We'll have to see how the toile goes, I think. But with this type of dress, I really want a slit, because otherwise those type of dresses, like midi dresses with no movement or see my legs through, does swamp me because I'm a little bit petite. So I definitely want to put a slit in it somehow. The dresses I've made previously, I've just put the slit in the side seam, which is fine, but then you more get the movement on the side. But I think with this dress, I want the movement in the front when I walk. You can see my leg coming through when walking. So that is the plan for this dress. Now I've got a few events coming up and I really want to make it, so hopefully I can get that done soon. I've already actually started draping the pattern. Back in November I was like, I know this is the type of dress I want, so I started draping the pattern and it's on Instagram, but I haven't gone further than that, so I got to do all the pattern cutting side of that. So if you want to see that happening at live times, then go over to my Instagram and you'll see some previews of that happening. Again, if you saw my fabric haul, you'll see this fabric, and it's this lovely viscose satin really cool print, sheer and opaque patterned fabric. Love it so much. I've got about 1.5 meters, but again, it's very wide. These designer fabrics, like dead stock designer fabrics, do seem to be a lot wider than other, you know, non-dead stock designer fabrics that you just buy in a fabric shop. So I've got this fabric and I love it, and I really want to make it a bit more better so you can see the print. I want to make a dress. I'm not sure if I'm going to, because that fabric obviously need to be lined. I think either a nude lining so I see the design. If I line it in black, I think I'm gonna lose the pattern behind it, which I don't want to do. But so this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking just a really simple, this is the front, this is the back, and we've got sides, mini dress basically with a straight neckline and straps again so I can get my bra underneath, and then potentially some darted here just to give me some shape. We can't be completely flat here because I have quite a large bust and it just sort of makes me look a bit fat around there because the fabric just falls. So I'm going to have some shaping here, so it goes slightly in around my waist, and it's going to be like mini length. So I think it'd be really lovely. Again, I've got quite a few events coming up which this might work for. So I want to try and get that done as soon as possible as well, which would be lovely. I know it's black and we're coming into summer, which I don't tend to wear as much black in the summer, or I don't. But yeah, we'll see how we go. That is also on my list I want to make. And also the last thing that I really want to make is a pair of pajamas. I want to draft my own proper pair of pajamas, you know, like proper pair where it's got a collar and buttons down the front, a top and some bottoms to go with it. And I want to make them in similar to maybe that silk fabric I've got, but in another colour basically, maybe a satin so it's a bit more easier to wash, or viscose. But I really want to make my own pyjamas, and I want to make my own patterned pyjamas. I really want to draft my own pattern because I never find pyjama patterns that actually fit me that well. So it'd be lovely to make my own pair that actually fit me, because I've got quite long leg length. My jean leg length is about a 35 inch, so all the pyjamas tend to be a little bit short in the ankle. So I really want some long ankled trousers for pyjamas. So yeah, that's also on my list. I would love to make. I would really want to, just find the time with everything going on, isn't it? So there is my makes that I want to fit into 2022. As I said, I'm sure there'll be more projects coming up in between and everything, but those are at the start of the year, thinking I want to complete them this year, or even before the summer would be great. Depends what projects or work comes in of other things I'm going to be ending up sewing. But that is my ideas. I'd love to know what you have on your list of things that you want to sew this year. That'd be great to hear. Yeah, and if you like this video, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel. And also I'll leave my Instagram handle down below so you can see what I'm starting to make, all those sort of updates over there. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you again soon.